Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to another live stream here on the Willie Does Wrestling YouTube channel. And today we are here to talk WrestleMania 40. WrestleMania 40 took place over the past 48 hours, obviously, with night one being on Saturday, night two being last night, which was Sunday. So, ladies and gentlemen, essentially what we're going to be doing here on this stream is we are going to be talking all aspects of WrestleMania, recap what happened on the card, and give our thoughts on everything that has happened, including, yes, finally, the dude has finished the goddamn story. Cody Rhodes is the brand new Universal Champion. We already have Hunter joining the stream. Hunter, thank you so much for joining. Willie, did you see Ricky Starks was at WrestleMania 40 in the bleachers? No, I did not, but you know, Ricky Starks and Cody Rhodes, very good friends. I mean, if he was there, good on him. I'm not going to be like any of those clickbait YouTubers being like Ricky Starks to WWE confirmed, but if Ricky Starks was there supporting his boy, supporting his buddy, then Ricky Starks can do whatever the hell he wants. But we're not here to talk Ricky Starks. We're not here to talk AEW. I already talked AEW last night, and yesterday morning, I already got called out for it. We're talking about WrestleMania 40. Obviously, we had night one, and we're going to talk about night two as well. We're going to start in chronological order, and however long this takes, I might have a guest as well, so that would be fun. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching this live stream right now, be sure to share it along with your friends and all of that. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel and check out any of the other videos, including the universe mode, including everything like that, and leave your thoughts on WrestleMania in the comments as well. Obviously, I'm just going to talk about WrestleMania after I get confirmation if my guest is coming. WrestleMania, to be quite honest, more specifically night two, it's one of those times that I was glad to be a wrestling fan during that point. Especially that ending of WrestleMania, everything that happened. So let's just talk some good highlights. I'll get a bit of negatives in there as well. More specifically, Def Rebel related stuff. And I also want to get this finished before Raw, because the Raw after WrestleMania is where it's at. I can't miss the Raw after WrestleMania, dog. But what a show, ladies and gentlemen, that was. WrestleMania 40. But let's get right into the show. So night one began with Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch for the Women's World Championship. And listen, okay, I get it. Liv stands. You don't like it. Liv Morgan should have been in the not in the main event, but in the Women's World title match. But to be quite honest, I was quite fine with Becky Lynch being in this sort of spot, because Becky Lynch is one of the greatest women's wrestlers in the entire world. So I felt like she deserved it a little bit more, but that could be just my opinion. The match seemed pretty all right. I liked Rhea's entrance. She got brought out to the ring by the band Motionless in White. I'm personally a fan of Motionless in White. I don't know about everyone else. But I bet a lot of people were probably mad about the whole Liv thing, because a lot of people thought that Rhea was going to lose the belt here, but that wasn't what happened. I didn't check out most of this match, not gonna lie. I wasn't watching the first match. I watched the finish, which was Rhea Ripley hitting a massive riptide on Becky Lynch onto the turnbuckle, then hitting a normal riptide and getting the win, basically insinuating that Rhea Ripley and her reign as Women's World Champion continues. I don't know what they're going to do with this. I don't know what future opponents they might have for Rhea. But if they feel confident to continue to have Rhea reign as champion, I feel like they need some fresh storylines and they need some fresh competition, because for the first year really of Rhea Ripley's title reign, she hasn't really done anything. She hasn't really done anything of note. Barely has even defended the belt. Sure, in recent months she has, but that's about it. You know what I mean? But she beats Becky Lynch, and hopefully this win can elevate Rhea Ripley to superstardom. And maybe, you never know, she could feud against Liv Morgan at some point in the future. But congratulations to Rhea Ripley, still women's world champion. And that is something you really love to see. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching the stream, what are your thoughts on that match? Let me know in the comments. But Willie does wrestling. Do you think Gila? Do I think Gila what? She was on the crowd. Yes, she was in the crowd in NXT Stand and Deliver. I bet you this question's probably, do you see Gila being at Raw after WrestleMania? No. I'm just going to quickly answer that. No. Back to WrestleMania 40, which is what this video is about. We had the tag team ladder match for the undisputed WWE tag team championships. They had both sets of tag team titles on different sides of the ring. We had DIY, we had New Catch Republic, we had A-Town Down Under, we had the New Day, we had the Awesome Truth, and we had why did I forget the last one? What was the last team? God. Oh, why am I forgetting it? Judgment Day. They were the champions. The Judgment Day. Anyway, so tag team ladder match was pretty fast paced. A lot of fun action. I genuinely loved it. A lot of good entrances there. My one big gripe with the entrance was, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but when the New Catch Republic were heading to the ring, the graphics were still a little fucked up. They still had the Awesome Truth in the graphics when the New Catch Republic were heading to the ring. It's just like, imagine coming out to your first Mania and something like that happens. I hope that production guy got fucking fired. But anyway, the match was fun. The match was pretty damn good. But we had two winners. The tag team titles are officially split, which is something that I genuinely love to see, is that the tag team titles are finally split. No more of this undisputed bullshit. No more of these two belts holders. The SmackDown winners, though, were probably the most unexpected. That being A-Town Down Under, the team of Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. And what's funny about that is, with that match, I honestly thought Grayson Waller and Austin Theory were just there just to be there. I don't know. It is what it is. But they won the SmackDown Tag Team titles. A very good win for Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. Hopefully they can carry the SmackDown Tag Team belts. I mean, I would have gave it to New Catch Republic, but it's clear Triple H sees something good in Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, and hell, maybe even this tag team title run can cause even more of a drift between Grayson Waller and Austin Theory to an inevitable one-on-one feud between the two. So I can't really be mad about that. Then Grayson Waller and Austin Theory immediately got taken out by the rest of the competition, just so that way they're incapacitated. So that way Grayson Waller and Austin Theory don't take home both belts. And in the end, R-Truth conquered his fear of ladders and helped the Awesome Truth become the brand new Raw Tag Team Champions, which means that the tag team titles were officially split. We have two new sets of tag team champions. SmackDown got Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. Raw got the Awesome Truth, which meant the Judgment Day, both their belts are lost. But For one such member of the Judgment Day, they gained gold. More on that later. But I'm just so glad that WWE decided to listen to the fans, and they did a lot of that really in this show. WWE decided to listen to the fans and no more of the undisputed bullshit, and that was what they did. Now we have both belts split. Good job, WWE, and congrats to the Awesome Truth and A Town Down Under. We also had on night one, and I don't know if this is chronological order or not, we had Rey Mysterio team up with Andrade to take on Santos Escobar and Dirty Dominic Mysterio in a tag team match playa. Obviously, this was originally supposed to be Rey Mysterio teaming up with Dragon Lee, but that didn't happen. Dragon Lee got taken out on SmackDown, so he was replaced by Andrade, which I think was a great suitable replacement. Now, since I know there's going to be a lot of people that are probably going to be expecting me to fantasy book and all that jazz, yes, I do think Carlito attacked Dragon Lee, and I do think Carlito is turning heel at some point out of jealousy that Rey Mysterio isn't really showcasing Carlito all that much. Carlito is basically a background character in the LWO. But anyway, match is underway. All four men looked good in it. Great to see Andrade in a match at WrestleMania. Good to see Santos Escobar have a match at WrestleMania. Both teams had a pretty good showing, but to be quite honest, the only thing I remember out of that match was the finish, which was two masked men came out from the crowd and they beat the crap out of Dominic and I think also Santos. And that helped Rey Mysterio and Andrade get the win. And they were revealed as two NFL players, one of them being Philadelphia Eagles. I think he was from the Philadelphia Eagles. NFL fans can correct me in the comments. Jason Kelsey, I think his name is. Jason Kelsey. But, it's just like, I get it. They're in Philly. They're going to want, some Eagles representation. That's like if WrestleMania comes to Toronto and members of the Toronto Maple Leafs help the match. So I can't really be mad at that, or a member of the Toronto Raptors or something like that. So I can't really be mad about that. Rey Mysterio and Andrade get the win. Andrade getting a win at WrestleMania will always get a chef's kiss out of my book. We also had the 6-woman tag team match. We had Jade Cargill team up in her WrestleMania debut, teaming up with Naomi and Bianca Belair to take on the team of Damage Control's Dakota Kai, Dakota Kai, Kairi Sane, and Asuka. Now, I know there were reports that WWE was doing a bunch of revamps and doing a bunch of new themes, like Def Rebel, more specifically. I'll get more into Def Rebel later. But this was the one case throughout the whole weekend of the revamped theme songs that I was honestly fine with. The Damage Control seemed to have had a new theme where instead of the "we got the power, we got the rage, stage, cage, beige, nage, sage," like stupid goddamn English rapping. Now it's a Japanese vocalist, and it sounded way better than the original theme, if I am brutally honest. It was more of a remix. So, yeah, rare Def Rebel dub with the Damage Control theme. But this was a pretty good 6-woman tag team match, if I do say so myself. Jade Cargill looked like an absolute star in this match, and we knew that WWE was going to try to make the most out of Jade Cargill. And I feel like they did in this match. And you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it was all right. You know what I mean? Like, sure, not a lot of memorable moments besides maybe the theme change and Dakota Kai, but I can't whistle for shit. But Jade, more specifically, did good in this match. And I felt like, giving Jade the pinfall win for her team at WrestleMania in her debut was good. And now, thankfully, we didn't talk about too many matches before introducing our guest. It is my collaborator in the universe mode,
Hello.
Flicker, Wolf Ferris himself. Wolf, welcome to the stream.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Apologies for being late. I didn't realize you'd be going live like right now.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to get it done before Raw, so yeah. I was just like, phew. But the only matches so far we've talked about were Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. We also talked about.
Oh,
yeah, I'm just listing you the matches that we talked about. You could give your thoughts on all those matches afterward.
Right.
Rhea, Becky, undisputed tag. Now splitting the belts, thank God.
Yep.
And Ray and Andrade versus Dom and Santos. So what are your thoughts on all those three matches before we move forward? The floor is yours.
Okay, so how do I explain this? I'm just gonna, I guess, talk about them in order.
Yeah.
Hold on, I have notes here.
Didn't know you'd come prepared with notes.
Yeah, I was, talking about it with other people, and I just gave her a quick review. So yeah, hold on one minute. All right, so Rhea versus Becky. It was decent. It was good. It wasn't.
That was what I said too.
It was just a good match. It did not fit the bill for Mania. It fit the bill for a pay-per-view. It did not fit a bill for Mania, especially the biggest Mania of all time. I'm tooting my horn a bit. I was right. I was completely right. I called it. It was a good match. People are not going to remember it in 2 to 3 years.
That's
people
fair.
Are absolutely gonna, because it just felt like a normal Rhea title defense. I mean, a good Rhea title defense. Well, definitely one of the top ones, but I mean,
it's not saying
not much to compare. And honestly, it's still not even her best. I expected, people made this out to be an all-timer. It was not. It was nowhere near close, even on the level of Rhea versus Charlotte last year, which it should have been.
People seem to forget about Rhea versus Natalya on that one Raw where they burned the house down.
Yeah, that was really good. I mostly was talking
pay-per-view, yeah.
Pay-per-views, yeah. Now to give Becky credit, she was apparently sick. She had strep throat and 102-degree body temperature or something. So I'm surprised she even competed, but it was fine. It was completely fine. Not special or exciting. Especially since, again, there wasn't anything behind it really. It was just a standard title feud. I'm still committed to the fact that this was not the match to do at Mania. Could have been for Backlash, could have been at SummerSlam, could have been any other pay-per-view. No, that not for Mania. Not for the biggest Mania of all time.
No, I feel so that.
I gave it I think it's like a 3 out of 5 match. Good match, but nothing behind it. It's not like a strong opener. The ladder match was amazing. Great. Very incredible. It showcased every tag team. The entrances, the spots, everything, every part of it was good. The only downside, the only thing that was a little concerning was that part where the ladder was like about to just crumble.
Yeah, I know. I
That
noticed
ladder
that.
was like dead.
Yeah,
Like
no.
it was
Oh,
bent.
I forgot who was on it. Damian Priest, I think, was on it. And the
Damian
ladder
Priest,
was,
yeah, he had to get off and throw it out and take a new one
yeah, I
because
saw on Twitter that the
on
referee
the
was
other side it
basically
was like
telling him,
bent. It was just
"Get out of
bent
there."
all the way. I'm like, oh my god, that's terrifying. Um, as for the winners, Happy R-Truth finally won at Mania.
Oh hell yeah!
Man finished his story before God.
He finished his fear of ladders.
R-Truth was hilarious during that match. A-Town Down Under, I honestly did not choose them as a winner. I actually didn't. I actually don't even think they were the favorites to even be one of the winners. But
No,
it
they were
does. I
nowhere
don't think
close.
it matters because that's good for them. They're young. They're great pairing. Talented. Like even though Theory hasn't been like doing too much, Waller had his talk show and was like more of a comedy, like heel with Theory, but like it's still a good pairing. They have a wonderful future ahead of them. They're great together. Honestly, I'm happy for them.
Yeah,
And I did go on a little anti AEW ranting from that result. TK, notice this. This is how you book young talent that are clearly the future of your company, not bury them against the veteran tag team that does
Jericho.
not even want another tag title reign. Ah. Yeah, I'm
Oh man.
still peeved about the Top Flight getting absolutely buried.
Oh no,
Because
I'm pissed. I'm pissed
they
about
did
that
get
too.
buried. Like I know people are gonna be like, oh, it's overreaction. No, they got buried. Straight up. This kills all their momentum for a match we don't need. It's whatever. It's probably gonna be the only stinker of Dynasty, that tag title match.
Young Bucks versus FTR number 745.
Nobody's gonna care. Anyway,
I don't. But
so
anyway,
yeah,
this is
ladder
about
match,
Mania.
5 out of 5, incredible.
Oh fuck yeah.
Um, and then Ryan Andrade versus Dom and Santos. It was a nice match. It was good, but yeah, it definitely didn't go up to Mania standards. Like the what's it called, the presentation was good. Love the gear. The gear was incredible by Ray and Andrade, especially. Um, the I don't know. It just definitely didn't live up to Mania 40 standards.
Yeah.
Carlito not turning on that night and giving the win to Ray and Andrade is a choice. But
I
not one
feel
I
like they're gonna want to slowly turn Carlito
yeah,
heel here.
I really thought they were gonna go the classic 1-1. What's it called? But I guess Dom is 0-2 against his dad at Mania.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm not mad that Ray and Andrade won because I love Ray. And Andrade is awesome. And it makes sense that Andrade wins his first pay-per-view back.
Yeah.
If this felt like more like a strong like SmackDown match, not Mania. Like if this was on SmackDown, this would be incredible. This would be like 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I sort of thought that too.
Mania, like putting it to Mania standards, this is like 2.5.
But yeah, no, I think the match after this was the 6-woman tag.
No, Usos.
Oh, it was Uso versus Uso. I knew I was out of order.
Yeah, you knew you know why you forgot about it? Because it was the worst match of WrestleMania.
Honestly, yes, I was actually
It
going to
was.
say that.
It really was. This is a 1 out of 5 match.
I saw a tweet by I'm gonna say Humble Wrestling, I think it was, where it's like it's kind of shocking that two people who are together since birth have the worst chemistry in the ring.
I don't think they had like necessarily the worst chemistry. It was just like they kind of didn't do anything. They
Super kick.
spammed super kicks. It felt like a video game where like you're spamming the same move. Like I'm pretty sure I saw like a tweet where someone counted they did like 60 super kicks.
Jesus.
It was literally just super kick spamming. No stipulation, nothing behind it.
Yeah, they should have had that
And
be a
I
stipulation.
knew they were gonna choose Jay to win. It was the business decision. Even Rikishi said it. Like if they're focused on business, they choose Jay. If they focus on elevating careers, they choose Jimmy. They went with business, so Jay won.
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Well, it's like we give I give AEW a lot of shit for like especially no selling moves.
Yeah.
They've no sold most of those super kicks.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I get the idea, but still no. This match also kind of re-emphasized that WWE does not believe in Jimmy Uso being a single star whatsoever.
And that's sad because Jimmy has the potential. When Jimmy first turned heel, I
I
was like,
mean,
they could make
yeah,
this special. But then he
I
rejoined the
don't know. I think
bloodline.
maybe
And
like they like were planning on it, and then maybe there was some backstage stuff where like he was practicing or something, and they weren't satisfied, so they're like, put him back to the bloodline.
yeah, that's trash.
So
I'm sorry, that's trash. But
yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, like Jimmy's not gonna surpass Jay as a single star. No,
oh hell no.
like no one can see that. Um, like Jay is so over. Jay has the reactions, the merch, the everything. Like Jimmy, yeah, I guess it's better for him to like be consistently good in like that tag team multi-man scene. Um, like I guess if they like move on, like kind of they have Jimmy and Solo just kind of break away from Bloodline but still be together. Maybe that could work. I don't know. Just this match. This match should not have been bad, and it was the worst.
It would have been great with a stipulation, but it's like
It would have, yeah.
my biggest gripe was when they tried to recreate the Hell in a Cell 2020, where
Yeah.
Jimmy was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." Jay fell for it. Are you fucking
Yeah, I
kidding me?
mean, yeah, Jay's kind of a gullible, emotional boy.
Yeah,
Um, which I guess is part of his character. Like he just cares too much about his family and whatnot. Um,
yeah.
because he fell for it for Roman too.
I
Like,
mean, yeah. Well, Jimmy actually fell for it for Roman in Hell in a Cell 2020.
yeah.
So
Um,
it's like poetry; it rhymes.
yeah. So I don't know. Just like I said, it sucks. It really sucks. I have to say it, but 1 out of 5. This sucked.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 1.5 mainly for the story behind it. But in terms of the match, yeah, I will agree 1 out of 5. But
Yeah.
1.5 for the effort.
The build was like fine. Was like it was a little too late, but
It was a little
um,
lackluster because they were on separate brands, which was a bad
they
decision,
did
but I
well. The thing is, they
understand.
kind of delayed it to like the last 2 weeks, and
Yeah.
I think that you have to wait until the actual time where the brand split can
Hmm.
no longer matter because it's WrestleMania.
Yeah. So then it was the 6-woman tag.
Then it
The
was 6 woman
yeah.
tag. Yeah,
So like I was saying before you got on here, because I was actually on the 6-woman tag, so it was a good thing you
yeah.
caught on that Jay and Jimmy existed. They made Jade Cargill look good.
Oh, hold on, I'm lagging for some reason. Oh,
Oh
I'm good. I think
yeah, it was either you or me.
might have been you. I don't know.
Yeah, it might have been me.
All right, so
I
what
was gonna
you
say,
think, Jade?
yeah, they made Jade look good,
All right,
in my opinion.
I'm gonna be like talk about it a little bit. First off, entrances amazing. One of the definitely among the top entrances. Like Bianca, Naomi, Jade. Oh, did the whole HBK Mania 25 thing.
Yep.
Incredible. Presentation, beautiful. The match was good. It showcased everyone. It was too short for my liking.
Yeah.
Um, also, they definitely like made Jade look like good, but not enough. She got like almost no time. Um,
Yeah. It
she
was
like
like at
got
least
in.
for like presentation and like what
Yeah,
she
they made
did.
the
Yeah.
like presentation was spot on, but they like Jade went in and Byron said it. She did the Cena 5 moves of doom.
Oh.
Like from what I saw, she got tagged in and immediately hit Jaded on Dakota, won the match. I'm like, I
Pain.
don't I don't like that too much, but apparently that what's it called? Forgetting. Apparently Jade had like a scary spot with Dakota. Like Jade had did like a pile driver or something, and Dakota landed weird on the neck region.
Oh.
So yeah, Dylan was molding over it. Dylan was going crazy over it and saying like, "Get her out of here! This is the worst match." I'm like, no.
No. Easily
No, I
not.
mean, even if Jade wasn't incredible during that match, what's it called? Bianca looked great. Naomi looked great. Dakota, Asuka, Kyrie all looked amazing. Jade, I think, simply just didn't have enough time to really showcase herself.
Yeah.
So yeah, just the fact that it was too short for my liking for Mania, it doesn't sit right with me. I give it like 2.5 because it was like all right, but just not enough.
That's fair though. That's fair though. One thing I didn't touch base on was Damage Control's new theme. It's it's a remix.
Um,
I thought it
yeah,
was all right.
isn't it like basically the same theme, but it's in Japanese?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd rather listen to that version though, the Japanese version, than we got the rage stage cage babe.
I never hated Damage Control's
I
theme. I thought it was
hated
cool.
that. The
I don't think it was.
instrumental
I
was
mean, it was
good.
obviously like not the best. It was probably like a C tier song,
It was a D
uh,
tier song.
but no, but yeah, the Japanese definitely helps the whole um presentation with Asuka, Kyrie, and Io.
Yeah. Now
So that's
we'll get more on the theme revamps later. I mean, oh, I got a lot to say. But then we got the Intercontinental Champion Gunta versus Sami Zayn.
I
And
can't
Wolf,
believe they actually did it.
I've been waiting for your thoughts on this.
I cannot. I was flabbergasted.
Yeah.
I cannot believe they actually gave Sami Zayn the Intercontinental Championship. I thought they were gonna let him lose, and then Money in the Bank comes around. Now I don't know if he needs to win Money in the Bank.
No, I think he could just challenge for that world title.
Like at this rate, I'm starting to think like maybe they give it to someone like what's it called? They give it to Kevin or something.
Yeah,
Um,
Kevin Owens or Chad Gable, Bronson Reed, one of those people.
yeah, I don't know. I think Bronson might be Sammy's first title feud, to be honest.
Yeah, he should be because I saw a tweet by Bronson Reed that was like, "What the hell? I just kicked Sammy's ass
I
twice.
beat Sammy twice.
Why the
So
hell
they
am I not?"
definitely probably plan, especially with Bronson winning that Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Yeah,
Um, I think they're definitely gonna do.
But I was genuinely shocked too. It was like I was expecting a nice little defensive Gunther. A lot of people even had like good fantasy booking finishes where it's like you had Chad Gable throw in the towel. Like let's say Gunther's beating
Yeah,
the hell out of Sami Zayn too much, and Chad Gable cost Sami Zayn by
I
throwing in the
actually
towel
thought they were gonna win. I thought that he was gonna keep it until Berlin. I thought Berlin main event would have been Gunther versus Ilya
for the IC belt. Yeah, no, I
for
mean
the IC belt, but now it's like,
Gunther
okay, so maybe they
versus
want Gunther to win the world title.
Gunther for the world title against Priest, Drew, hell, even Punk.
I think
Like
it's gonna be Drew, or actually not even Drew.
Priest.
No, because what's it called? I mean, it depends on how drafting goes. I
Oh
think
yeah, that's
Clash
right.
of the Castle is where Drew gets that world title. Um, I mean, they could do Priest versus Gunther at Berlin, if they kind of like switch around titles, switch where people go. Because I could see all of Judgment Day going to SmackDown and Gunther as well, like all of Imperium, like all of them like move. So the World Heavyweight Championship could go to SmackDown, and the undisputed the SpongeBob belt, hopefully no longer SpongeBob belt,
Might be no
uh,
longer in an hour and a
will
half.
be Raw. Because I'm thinking, what's it called? Clash at the Castle. Drew wins a world title there.
Yeah.
Because it's in Glasgow. It's in his hometown, not just his home country. Like that. There's no way that Drew does not have like a big moment there, a big time there. Um, I had thought of the possibility that what's it called? Drew faces Cody at Clash at the Castle and takes Cody's title.
Mm,
Um, and then afterwards Punk gets it, and then maybe they do Berlin Punk versus Gunther.
I don't know. Punk would never wrestle again if he faces Gunther. I mean, I like the
unless it's
guy.
a squash.
Yeah, I like the guy, but he's gonna get injured so bad. But in terms of the actual match between Gunther and Sammy, he hit like this brutal top rope brainbuster.
Brainbuster, yeah, that was insane.
It was
Um, it was
ruthless.
incredible. The match was amazing. Like all the spots, all the
Yes.
wrestling, it was just in ring perfection. Honestly, and the upset, I didn't think they'd do it. I honestly I don't know if that was the right decision, but it's a decision I'm happy about because I love Sami Zayn. So 5 out of
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, Sami Zayn would be one of the last people I would have expected to dethrone Gunther. But to be quite honest, I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
Like I was getting up to go and get a drink, and I heard Michael Cole say, "Do you believe in miracles?" And then I overheard the 1, 2, 3. I went in the living room. I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
I was so shocked that Sammy won the IC belt. He is now a 4-time Intercontinental Champion. And hopefully now, because we didn't even talk about this, Sami Zayn talked to Chad Gable backstage, and
Yep.
Gable was like, "Hey, if you win, you owe me one." So that basically implies that, hey, sometime down the line, Backlash,
Oh
we
yeah,
bang,
they're definitely gonna do
Clash of
Sammy
Castle,
versus Gable.
Sammy versus Gable, maybe on
Yeah.
maybe at Backlash, we might do a triple threat, Sammy, Gable, Gunther. You
Well, I
never,
don't know
you
about
never know.
I don't know about necessarily Gunther. They could do Sammy, Gable, Bronson.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one. That would actually be a good one. But yeah, I do agree. The surprise upset was shocking, and it was a good one. I'm not at all complaining. Yeah, it should have been Gable, but Gable will get his time at the way that this story is
Yeah, no.
going.
If anything, Gable could win Money in the Bank or King of the Ring because King of the Ring is coming back. Um,
Exactly.
yeah, so there's plenty of time for Chad Gable. He's still pretty decently like aged.
Young. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like in his mid-30s, I'm pretty sure.
I think
Right.
around there, yeah. But it
So
is what it is. So Sami Zayn, the new Intercontinental Champion. Then we go on to the main event of the evening. The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and something Cody
This
Rhodes.
feels so wrong to say, but somehow The Rock, a 50-plus-year-old Rock, had a better match than the Usos.
Yeah, that's weird to say, eh?
It
The
feels so
Rock.
wrong. It feels so wrong.
Like
Um,
like I said on Twitter, it was like the main event started very slow, but they made
yeah,
up for it around in the
yeah.
last. Well, I was a little harsh when
Like
I
at
said
the
the last
beginning,
5
I was
minutes.
seeing people say like, "Oh, this is so boring. This is worse than Tribal Combat." I'm like, get out of here.
And then the last 10 minutes happened. It's like, oh wow, this was fucking great.
Yeah, this is fucking awesome.
I also love the fact that The Rock like played a bit of like his TKO board things where he said to the referee, "You fucking count us out, you're
If you count
fired."
us out, you're fired.
So it just became like a
So
no
amazing.
disqualification where they were fighting in the crowd, fighting on the stage. It was fun in my honest opinion. All 4 guys in my opinion gave it their all. They did good with what they were given. Um, I mean, Roman spearing The Rock sold that spear like a motherfucker.
Yep.
That dude sold it as if he got shot in the stomach.
Yep.
But yeah, I felt like it was pretty obvious Rock and Roman were winning. They wanted to build more adversity for Cody in the Universal Championship match.
Yeah.
But Seth is gonna turn. If
No.
if
Made
the
no
next night
sense.
if the next night made any like told you anything, I don't think
Like,
he
I don't
turned.
doubt that we'll see Cody versus Seth for the title, possibly, unless Seth goes to SmackDown, because that could happen.
Yeah.
Assuming Cody stays on Raw, but
Yeah, because you never know, because that's not just a SmackDown belt anymore. So they could do World Heavyweight on
yeah.
SmackDown, Undisputed on Raw.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, The Rock did pretty good. The
Yeah.
Rock's mama was in the crowd.
Yep.
So yeah, no, I wasn't mad at this match. I wasn't mad at the decision. It was blatantly
Yeah.
obvious Rock and Roman were winning. So I don't
Yeah.
have much to say about it. It was
It
fun.
worked. It honestly was great. Everyone looked amazing. That like no one looked weak at all. Like they really did well a lot. They worked hard on that. So yeah, 5 out of 5 match for sure.
Yeah, definitely 5 out of 5. Like there was no weak points in it. The Rock, I was so shocked because everyone was all like, "Oh my god, he gassed out after hitting a people's elbow on Jinder Mahal of all people." He looked great in that fucking
I
ring.
mean, yeah, he definitely did look gas, and I was worried that about that. But he definitely worked on it, and honestly, things went better than I thought, like quicker than expected. We gotta shout out those Gallus boys because man, they put in work.
Oh yeah, I forgot the Gallus boys
Gallus
trained the Rock.
trained Rock. It was they definitely helped a lot. So shout out Gallus.
Yeah, for sure. But then obviously night 1 was in the books. Had a good night's sleep. You know, had some popcorn. Some of us worked. And then it was night 2. And to start things off, I was working during this match, and it was the craziest thing ever. Seth Rollins defended the World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre. And oh my God, I loved hearing about this where Drew McIntyre went outside the ring, grabbed a phone, tweeted bored at work. And then after the finish of the match,
After Damien catched it, he's like,
yeah.
ah.
I thought that was the greatest, like
It
10
was
minutes,
incredible.
10 minutes later. Fuck. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, I loved it. But McIntyre,
Uh,
hey, at least he could say he won a title in front of
he did.
fans.
But what's it called? I mean, clearly they're definitely gonna. They want him to win at Clash of the Castle, clearly, because
Yeah,
that's his hometown. That's his. I'm sure Drew wants to win there too, um, and actually hold it.
actually,
And
like,
also that it's probably to help entice him to actually resign, um,
yeah.
instead of dragging it out and whatnot. Because they're not gonna have him hold the belt and then he's not re-signing and then
Then he probably goes to like Impact or AEW as the world champion. It's like
or just is done. But again, but like I'm pretty sure we all know like Drew is going to resign. It's just
oh yeah,
putting pen to paper.
not a
Um,
matter of if, but definitely a matter of.
the match. Oh, I those entrances, man. Those entrances they went crazy. I did I selfishly thought Drew was gonna bring back Broken Dreams. I thought they and when I knew that Clash at the Castle was happening in Scotland, I thought that's where they'd bring in the bagpipes. No, bagpipes was in at Mania. Not only that, he went like full Scottish psychopath. Uh, during that entrance. Like he had the long jacket, the like
Yeah,
I mean he also looked kind of like had like some dragon like gauntlets. It was like so cool. I'm like, oh my god, beautiful. Seth, incredible, had his own like band looking like the what's his name? It had a whole conga line of freakishly dressed people. What's his name that he looked like? Was it No Way Jose?
no way, Jose.
It's just circling the ring, and it's like and Punk just sitting there like, what is going on?
Punk's like, what happened in the 10 years that I've been gone?
But as of the match, they definitely utilized the worn out Seth part perfectly. They made Drew look incredible. Uh, and just the fact like he won that title, had his mania moment, stood, he was emotional. Seth saying you fucking deserve it.
I saw that. It was, oh my god.
I'm like, yeah, he does deserve it. And then like it like the match itself, perfect. It was truly perfect. Like even if that like some might say like, oh, Seth didn't really do too much, like given the context of the night
Well, it's
before.
like, dog, he wrestled like a 40-minute match the night before.
Yeah, like
Like,
given
come
the
on, man.
context given of the previous night, it makes sense. And Drew, it helped put Drew over like more. So 5 out of 5 match, and then that cash in, that ending where goes in, argues with Punk takes the brace off, attacks, blows kiss to Drew's wife. And then Punk did the meme, the
Yeah, with
Judgment
the
Day
Judgment Day
music hit,
music
and
hits,
it's like,
he just turns around.
which is hilarious because he's like not been on Twitter like during that time he's been gone, and he still knows enough
He
that
knows about the Judgment Day meme.
he has to
AJ
look
Mendez would
and see the
tell him.
Judgment Day. And Damien just came running through and just was like, I'm cashing in now.
Yeah,
And
because the referee would always be like, "Are you sure? Are you
yeah,
sure you're doing
yeah.
this?"
I know, just the way he like said it was just like, oh my god, okay, Damien,
Just like,
take it
"No."
easy. No! He just threw in Drew south of heaven. 1, 2, 3, and then he just dipped. And he walked out and celebrated with Judgment Day. I'm like,
It's like
wow.
the 24/7 title changed right
I
there.
was right. I actually had predicted that something somehow, some way, either during or after the match, Damien was gonna cash in and walk out as world heavyweight champion, and it's good for
I
him. He looks, um, he's great. He deserves it. He was worked so much. It's good for him. It's not gonna be a long reign for sure.
Oh yeah, no,
Um,
definitely not.
but it's definitely, this was a Triple H thing. Like, hey, speaking of which, during the press conference, Triple H actually like called out the people that like were saying like Damien was stupid, like with his like Money in the Bank, is because like obviously internet with people were like, oh, what does he even do?
Yeah.
Damien was not cashing in. Triple H like outright called them out, like on like them calling him stupid. Like, look now, he's world champion at
Yeah.
WrestleMania. Like, oh
I should have known that they were waiting for WrestleMania to
yeah,
have
I knew they
Priest.
would. Like for like at first I wasn't sure, and then like once as time went by, I'm like, okay, they're doing it at Mania.
Yeah, especially with Punk like just berating Drew at the end and
Yeah,
all that
that was
jazz.
like perfect timing.
Perfect
Great. It
time for a
was
cash in.
impactful. It was big for. It was a big one for Judgment Day, and now Damien and Rhea have matching titles.
Oh yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, so yeah, no, I'm not mad at Damian Priest, world champion. I mean, he's definitely world champion material. I don't know what they're gonna do with the Judgment Day moving forward because Finn and Dom don't have titles. But I mean, there's a whole set of
I
Raw tag
think
titles now.
honestly, I think Judgment Day goes to SmackDown.
Oh, they should. Yeah, I wouldn't.
I think yeah. I mean, another thing, like if they do like split up like during the whole draft process, I say you keep Finn and JD together.
Oh yeah,
Um,
because of their history.
yeah, and basically Finn and JD can be the tag team of Judgment Day. Uh, Dominic, I feel like they might plan Dominic to like kind of go away from Judgment Day and into Legato. Um,
Yeah,
Another thing they can do is they could also just have Dominic feud with Andrade. So Backlash, I could very well see Dominic versus Andrade 1-on-1.
that'd be fire though. That'd be a great
That would
match.
be great. Um, so yeah, I really don't know what's gonna happen. Uh,
But then
in
after that, it was the
street fight,
final, yeah, the street fight. Not Street Profit. Well, Street Profits and Bobby Lashley, the Pride, versus the Final Testament with special guest referee
Bubba
Bubba
Ray
Ray
Dudley.
Dudley. I was so shocked. Like
I
I
was
came
shocked
home.
too. I think it
I
was
came home
great.
and it was like, please welcome the special guest referee, Bubba Ray Dudley. I was like, what?
It makes sense. Home of ECW.
Oh yeah, and then it was like a hardcore, not
Hardcore
really
match.
hardcore, but it, no
The match
disqualification match.
worked. The match fit the Philly setting. It showcased everyone. Uh,
Even
it was
showcased
good.
BFAB and Scarlet. They got a
Yeah,
good fair licks in.
honestly, why weren't they just in the match to begin with? They should have just been because they were fighting anyway. Um, yeah, I like that Bubba Ray came back. I did not like that ending.
It was like Bubba Ray just became a nostalgia act instead of a
Like
referee.
yeah, him like it was nice to get the pops and be, but screwing out Final Testament when they honestly needed that win. They
Yeah.
needed that win. I'm talking. I like. There have been people that said, "Oh no, Final Testament didn't need that win. They've been like dominant over, Bobby and Profits like in the weeks building up." I'm like, that
In
doesn't matter.
attacks.
Actually, no, they haven't. They literally have not won a single match. Like this whole feud, Cross has only like actually has not won. Like yeah, most of them were DQs. Like Cross and AOP have been like DQs mostly, but that has always led to Bobby and Profits winning. Like yes, they're on the ground laying, but it's dumb. Once again, the gap for Cross and winning has widened
Yeah.
because um, still Cross has not won a single feud since his return. and that it actually peeves me. That actually like that makes me so upset because he's great. He's honestly, I'm. This is probably a hot take. Cross is on like one of the best promo guys in WWE right now.
You wouldn't be wrong.
Yeah,
You wouldn't
like
be.
his promos are insane. Like the vignettes, the promo, like a mic ability, it's perfect. It's literally like the perfect, like edgy, like mic ability. Like AOP has also not really been the best booked before in WWE. I mean,
Yeah,
they also got released, and now they're back, but
they got
they've
released
lost the
while
profits twice since their return, and now they lose the street fight. I don't like. I like the match was good. The match was nice, really good, really fit. The street fight stipulation definitely helped. Um, what's it called? I think BFAP Scarlet should have been in the match.
they
They
should.
should have found a way to like officially put them in the match. Um, and then and yeah, the main gripe, wrong winner. Absolutely wrong winner. Now I feel like Cross has to win King of the Ring or Money in the Bank. Otherwise, there's no pathway to a title with it like in the next year. For a whole year, I don't see a pathway for Cross or AOP even to get titles.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's absolutely crazy because it's like that
but like
whole
AO,
team.
like fine, this was the chance to legitimize Final Testament as a strong faction, as something good for Cross and AOP, and that they work, um, and they can actually be like a really strong faction. I don't like that they lost to a group of multi-time main roster tag team champions and a former multi-time world champion. Like Bobby, like Bobby, we all know how good Bobby is. Losing to Cross, putting Cross and AOP over is not going to hurt Bobby Lashley. It's
It
not
wouldn't
going
hurt.
to hurt the Street Profits. Like,
Yeah, no,
yeah, Bobby was
I'm
kind of
not pissed.
overshadowed by Montez a little, uh, but like not enough. Like Ani, like yeah, Montez is definitely great. Montez, hell, they could give King of the Ring to Montez or Money in the Bank to Montez,
I
but
wouldn't go that far.
I mean, I'm saying they could. I don't. I'm not saying they should.
True, 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 true.
Um,
I think
did it to have that
go
final
ahead.
shot with Snoop Dogg. That's stupid.
But
I'm
it
sorry.
doesn't matter. Snoop Dogg sucked on commentary too, by the way. I just need to say that.
Yeah, I didn't
For
care.
advertisement purposes.
I
Yeah,
was.
for gin and juice. Remember that drink? Gin and
Uh,
Juice by Dre and Snoop Dogg. But
well, I didn't care enough for Snoop Dogg. I was too focused on the actual match,
the
which
final
actually was good. Like, what's it called? Byron and other people are saying like, "Oh, the match isn't that great. The match kind of sucked." I'm like, no, the match was good. It's just wrong winner.
it was good for the purpose that they had. Like not
Yeah,
Snoop Dogg, but I'm talking about like Bubba Ray
like
being
Bubba,
there.
the street fight, and given the heat between the two groups, it fit on Mania. It absolutely fit Mania. I mean, could it have been on a pre-show? Maybe, especially with a 2 hour long pre-show. But I think regardless, it was still. I mean, I feel like the only reason they actually gave um the Pride the win was just because they left Bobby off Mania last year when he should not.
Just like a here
It's
you
just
go,
like,
please forgive
yeah,
us.
sorry that we had you off Mania. We had
Sorry,
you look
no,
stupid.
they had him at Mania.
Yeah, they
He
had him
posted a
standing
fucking
there like
selfie. Man, hey, I won a battle royal on SmackDown that you can watch on
he
free
looked a
TV.
little stupid. So maybe this is them making it up, but again, I really don't think they should have. If anything, like if they want this to like trying to think of the words, this feud should continue past Mania. Pride versus
Well,
Fight.
yeah. I mean, if you
They
also
end
want
it
to involve,
here, it's gonna be kind of disappointing for Cross and AOP. I don't see what's next for them, honestly.
I
I
say
don't
if you want to have a 8-person tornado tag team match, like do that at Backlash and involve B-Fab and Scarlett because
Yeah.
they already fought. Have a
Or
one-on-one match on
or even
SmackDown
you could
between
do
B-Fab
just
and
Cross
Scarlett.
and Scarlet versus Bobby and BFAB or something. Or
Yeah,
I
that'd be
don't know.
fire. It's good that B-Fab's at least getting focus from the shitty run she had in
Yeah, BFAB
Hit Row.
actually benefited most from this feud,
Yeah.
honestly, in my eyes. Um,
So what match was after this?
the what's it called? LA Knight versus AJ.
Okay. Now, this is where I come in. You had your final
Oh
testament
boy.
rant.
Oh
Listen,
boy.
listen. Def Rebel, fire them right fucking now. You ruined AJ Styles. Phenomenal was the greatest song in the world. In grade 8, I performed Phenomenal at a goddamn talent show. I know, make fun of me all you want. And now it's gone and you put it to a, they don't want no. Like, no, I don't like that.
Well, I mean, I think it's
Terrible.
just the intro that's
I
that
don't.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
be
don't
honest. I'm
want
gonna be
no.
honest
No,
regarding this theme.
no, 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 no.
I
You
need
are
to
not
let it
going to
out.
have my greatest of all time, AJ Styles, come out to a fucking country rock mashup that sounds like YouTube stock music. Okay,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
be
forgive
real
them.
with you.
I don't.
I think regarding the
Ruined.
AJ's theme, I I think there is a bit of an overreaction, a bit too much molding about it.
It doesn't matter. Def Rebel's been
The
ruining
intro, I
everything.
agree, is not the best intro.
Thank you,
Like
Jihad.
that part, I'm pretty sure it's AJ's like voice at the beginning. Like the beginning,
Yeah, it is AJ.
definitely, yeah, the beginning is probably not the greatest. I had a feeling like when they said that AJ, like when AJ said he's gonna have new music, it made sense because he's a heel right now. He's not like that kind of AJ Styles from before. I knew it was gonna be a downgrade from Phenomenal because it's gonna be really
Phenomenal
hard.
coded theme. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard for them to like surpass Phenomenal. Like you can't honestly take out the part with AJ's voice on it or like kind of tune it up, make it like more like fitting. Um like fix it or just take it out entirely and the theme is completely fine. Like
I still don't.
it's not great, but it's fine for the purpose of heel AJ style. Because tried to hear it like past the intro portion, and like it felt like kind of a more like bold rap like version of like Phenomenal. It's like it's obviously not better. That kind of brings it down, but because of the kind of deeper, more like I won't say bass, but like I don't know, it was like more rap like, and I'm like, yeah, like country rap like. I'm like, yeah, okay, that
Yeah,
actually could work. I think the main issue is that beginning part. And even then, I'm like, maybe it's just cause of Philly and just the way like we only heard like not even a minute of it because man was like zooming.
man was zooming. Man
Uh,
ran straight to LA.
Man, well, yeah, he ran down that ramp wanting to get his hands on LA Knight. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm sure once it like pops up on YouTube, I'm sure if it goes on YouTube and stuff, and we get to listen to it, it'll probably be better than it was on Mania.
From the way it sounded on Mania, it sounded absolutely horrible.
Yeah,
But
I think it was just. I think maybe they could just touch up that beginning part. But there have been Def Rebel themes that sound like when they're first shown like on screen, they sound horrible, and then once they're posted on YouTube, they're completely fine.
But the match, though,
the match itself, it was pretty good, honestly. I
it was
think
all right. A little slower for my taste, but then again,
a
AJ's
little
at that stage
sluggish,
of his
but like
career.
the in-ring work, I think was still good. It definitely showcased LA Knight and AJ Styles well.
Showcased the rivalry pretty well, especially with
Yeah,
AJ running to
build
the
was
ring.
great. The it might have been a little um short. I mean, not
I
necessarily
wouldn't say
short. No,
short,
yeah,
little.
no, it was yeah, a decent amount of time. I thought they were gonna like. I'll be honest. This match I thought it was gonna be the best of Mania because like LA Knight and AJ Styles
Yeah.
like that like sounds like the best match ever. But it didn't have to be. It was good. It was real. It was honestly strong even. Um. Uh. Good that LA Knight won as we all expected. I'd say a 4 out of 5. It was
Okay.
just really good.
Yeah, I thought they had the right winner, LA Knight, going over against
Yeah,
AJ
right
Styles.
winner did enough.
Promoted Slim
Pretty,
Jim enough.
yep. Gave the lady the car.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
but hey, LA
it
Knight
was a
after
nice match. It was a nice match. So
LA Knight after Mania definitely needs at least a US title push after
I'm
this.
sure he will. I'm
If they're
pretty
going
sure
to
that
wait.
it's clear that they're gonna do. I think that LA Knight is gonna take that US title from Logan.
Speaking of Logan Paul,
Yeah,
triple threat.
let's talk about that triple threat.
Pretty good, I would say.
Exceeded my expectations. Like I thought it was gonna be like decent. It was actually great.
Well,
um,
at first they did what I expected, where it's like, hey, Logan, Kevin and Randy, we're gonna double team on Logan Paul, and then they did the
yeah,
traditional, hey, only one of us can win. But that entrance though of Kevin Owens coming out
the
in the little
ECW Tron, colored Trons and everything.
ECW color Trons, then the little buggy there. Then Randy Orton comes out, Kevin Owens backs up and is like, Randy, come on. And they both ride together. Did you not see that?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it was great.
It was pretty fire. But oh my God, I show speed at WrestleMania pissed
Isn't
me.
bro like a child? Like he's a kid.
He's 17, 18, I think. I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
like what?
Randy Orton just did child abuse. I show speed got paid a shit ton of money though. I felt like
Yeah,
Orton was legit angry at him. What? I show speed? I would be too if dude was barking on my face. I'd be like, dude, get
yeah.
out of
Not
here.
to mention he was like cussing out Randy.
That was probably why Randy did what he did. He did the this is Sparta kick. It's like, dude, only Dwayne can do that. Get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
But I felt like all three men did good work with what they were given. A lot of good near falls. I liked when Randy Orton grabbed the brass knuckles from Logan and then he gave it to the referee, the same
He was
referee
going
that
for the
called.
punt. He was 100% gonna punt.
I know he was, but before he was going to punt, he gave the brass knucks to the referee, and that was the same referee that called Logan versus KO at the Rumble.
That sounds
I
good.
thought that was a good touch.
That was
But
great. Yeah.
yeah, no, all three men did great. Logan retains, which was to be expected.
Yep.
I Show Speed getting RKO'd was the greatest thing I've ever seen just because he got hurt.
And
And
and I think Kevin had done like a pop up, like he was trying to go for a pop up power bomb on Randy, and Randy countered into the RKO.
oh, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, no, that was amazing. Well,
That was
Randy did say
awesome. So
he was
this
gonna do
match,
something he wasn't
I'm
gonna do.
actually shocked it did really well. So I honestly say 5 out of 5.
It was easily the second greatest match of the night. Second greatest.
Mm,
I mean,
yeah,
yeah, it's a topic of debate. Yeah,
I
it was a
mean,
good match.
I
Not a
don't
big
know
fan of
because
Logan.
I think it, yeah, second or on second place I'd tie it with Seth and Drew.
Oh yeah. Well, I was
Yeah,
working, so I can't give you that same rating.
yeah.
Um,
So
it-
next was Bailey Io.
Bailey's theme sucked. Def
I
Rebel.
really don't. I don't think it's that bad, honestly. Like it's obviously not like it's obviously not like incredible, but like
Fire Def Rebel.
I'll be honest, I wasn't like the hugest like fan of like Bailey's previous theme. Like it was good, it was like decent, but it was like a B tier song.
It was pretty
Um,
fire.
it
That
was like
was
fine. I'm pretty sure it's like just a remix of the same song.
didn't sound like it
The
was
new theme.
anything like that one.
I
Like remix. It
like
sounded
it.
like
Well, I
something
meant
completely
like
different.
kind of a remix, as in like just different like instrumentals, different sounds, but like the I don't know
Eo's entrance though was great.
the tone, like the it kind of just seemed like it sounded kind of familiar. Kind of sounded like the previous theme, just more rough, I guess, more like
Still sounded a little bit like
metal.
sounded a little bit like YouTube stock music, if you ask me. Eo's
I'll
entrance
be
was
honest.
fire though.
I don't think it's that bad of a theme. I think people like people are saying, "Oh, Def Rebel committed war crimes." Like, no, HA and Bailey's themes are not war crimes. If you want war crimes, I raise you the creeds.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, what they did with the Creed's theme was
Like
absolutely
there are worse
phenomenal.
songs. Like let's not like mauled over like C tier songs and B tier songs. Like and low B tier songs, like or C tier songs, like calm down. Like let's not forget Def Rebel. Like this, no matter how much like shit we give them, they still have made like a good handful of bangers, which is why it upsets me when they make
Yeah, a
bad
good
songs.
handful.
But yeah, like even like recent examples, like Andrade is a banger. Uh, honestly, I think DIY is a banger. Um, like
Oh,
maybe not
DIY, yeah,
banger bang. It's
DIY.
not like top tier. DIY I think is like maybe like an A tier song. Um,
DIY's grown on me a little bit. Like the
yeah,
theme.
I always found DIY's new theme as better than what's it called? The old one.
Chrome Hearts, I think it was called.
Yeah. I didn't think Chrome Heart or whatever was like that great. Um,
But yeah, no, I mean the match was pretty solid. Both women
yeah.
had good chemistry. I think both women played their parts very well. A lot of people were expecting EO to retain, but and new.
No, actually, I don't think they were by the time Mania rolled around. I think people realized that, yeah, they're going to give it to Bailey because despite her being the most selfless, I thought at first that they were going to have Io go over, but then I was like, yeah, I think they want to pay back Bailey for everything she's done.
Well, I mean, she was like a bona fide jobber in like 2020 to 2022, 2023, basically. I haven't seen EO
Yeah,
perform much, but she impressed. Yeah, EO was amazing in the ring.
she
In fact,
is
she got a solo
smart.
moment.
Like we already established Io is a top talent in WWE.
Yeah,
Um,
and she had a very long reign too. If only they did a
yeah.
lot more. But it is what it is. Um, oh, there we go. The Roman
Ah,
fans entered the chat. Oh, you're not gonna like me.
no, it's more like it seems more like an AEW fan.
It is what it is. Bloodline fan, AEW fan, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This is the shot now.
Let's
Well,
talk
speaking
about
of,
that main event.
talk about the main event. Great segue.
Let's talk about that main event.
Talk about the main event.
I'll be honest.
Both entrances were fire. I'd say that.
The entrances were amazing. It like literally just spat out aura. that gear that Cody had was probably the best gear Cody has ever had.
Yeah,
It
that
was
little
just,
Triple H helmet.
and like even Roman's entrance was like they outdid her entrances from last year. It was incredible.
Yeah,
Um,
especially Romans. Like Romans was like the epic instrumentals and all that.
yeah,
I feel like
like
they should have did that last year with the final
yeah,
boss.
it just gave off aura. It's just perfect.
It was a good final entrance for that reign too, like
Yeah,
100%. So
100%.
I felt
Um,
like even before the cameos, like both men in
the
terms of
match was
in-ring
good.
wrestling, it
Roman
was
and
good.
Cody worked perfectly together.
It started
Like
off a
we,
little slow, like most Roman
it was
defenses,
slow,
but
but that's
it
every
was still good.
Roman match. Roman, see, the thing is with Roman, it's always like you have to wait it out, kind of, because he definitely drags out his matches, um, like to be more showman like and whatnot. But yeah, it honestly was great. Roman and Cody are have always been great with each other. Like last year, they had an incredible match last year.
They
We
did.
were honestly, it just kind of like the ending just was not satisfactory. But I mean, now Bloodline rules. Like now, it worked. It worked, and honestly, it was great. It was probably the most overbooked mess of a match ever in all
Mess
the
in a good
best
way.
ways.
Mess in a good way. Oh, there you go. You said in all the best
Yeah,
ways.
in all the best ways. It was the most overbooked match ever, and it was perfect for the biggest WrestleMania of all time.
So let's
Uh,
give a recap of all the amazing cameos. First, we had Jimmy coming out, super kicking Cody. And then we had Solo. Oh, Jay. Sorry, Jay. Why the fuck did I say Solo
Jay
next?
came out, and what's it called?
Speared.
They continued to fight. Like Jimmy and Jay continued to fight, and then Solo came in, and I think Solo was actually like yelling at Roman for a little bit. He's like,
He was
"Finish
yelling at
it!"
He was like, "Get up!" And Roman's like, "I know." Like these two are like bantering just for
Yeah, and then they do it like everything, and Solo is just like, well, how is this guy still alive? Like, because Cody kept kicking out.
yeah, because
Um,
they tried doing the
and then
recap of last.
Cena comes in.
I
Just
popped like a kid on Christmas when
yeah,
Cena
I
came
also
out.
thought for Cena. Cena just zoomed through that ramp and went straight for Solo. I'm like, yep.
Go back to Crown Jewel right there.
Yeah, Crown Jewel where Solo squashed the Cena. Wait,
See, no one squashes Super Cena and gets away with it. Oh my!
yeah, so
And then
it was
the
great. And then Rock
thrice,
came in, and we had that.
thrice in a lifetime.
Yeah, we had that stare down between Rock and Cena, and it was just. And then we got the Rock bottom. It was great.
And
And
then
then I guess I'm the only one who thought it was gonna be Seth, but Shield music hit. Everyone thought it was gonna be Moxley, even though there was no chance of that happening.
yeah, no, I mean, I thought Mox was coming out. Before I answered Jihad's question, I did pop hard for Cena. I mean, for the Shield, because the Shield fan in me was like, oh my God, both of them are back. I threw logic out the window. I didn't
Yeah,
give a fuck about Mox being in AEW. I was just like, holy shit,
he
both
can't
of them.
legally be on camera.
I know,
That's
but
why
it's
they
like
like
maybe
hid
maybe
Dustin and
Hunter.
Ricky away.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe Hunter probably gave Tony Khan a million. I thought Triple H gave Tony Khan millions of dollars just for
I had
Moxley
a
to show up
feeling it was
one
gonna
night.
be what's it called? Just Seth like doing Shield, doing
Yeah,
the whole Royal Rumble 2022 thing, because
yeah. They wanted Seth to do the Rumble 2022
they
callback,
also teased it. They also teased that Seth was gonna come out in Shield
but
gear,
Seth
and
was going to be his
oh,
shield.
that segue where Roman took him out, took the chair. Actually, no. Before that,
Before
the
that,
last
we forgot
person,
the best part.
Undertaker, showed up.
And that's what I really liked
think
too. Everyone that
I'm
came
pretty
out
sure
had
they
a
were
past with
into
Roman Reigns.
like the plan was for having Stone Cold be in that spot. And I don't know, I guess Stone Cold was just like they couldn't agree on it, and they're like, I don't, well, maybe Stone Cold just said no. And Undertaker was like, I'll take that check.
No, what I think it is was everyone that interfered had a history with Roman because I
That's
mean, yeah,
true.
during the whole even like Roman in general and WrestleMania, I mean, you had Cena who Roman beat on numerous occasions. You had
Yeah.
the Undertaker who Roman beat at Mania 33. Obviously, you had the whole bloodline.
I mean,
Jay,
not only that,
no introduction.
Undertaker had quite a bit of history with Rock.
Oh
So,
yeah, that's true. So it made more sense, and it was WrestleMania 40. You're gonna want all those legends coming back.
and the thing is, I think it's also another potential reason is because Undertaker's like last match because of COVID. His last match was that Boneyard match. He wanted to maybe come and be at WrestleMania in front of fans, and like have that moment. So it was good for Undertaker. I obviously popped like a kid. Uh, so I am definitely satisfied. I almost like was I wasn't like
Yeah, I
I
loved
didn't know
the
what,
cameos.
yeah, I didn't know what like
In case you guys
I
don't
didn't
remember
know
behind
what
the
to
scenes,
think, like, because when Undertaker chokes on Brock and then what's it called, he did the, and then the blackout happened, Rock was gone. I'm like, bro, Taker kidnapped Rock.
I saw
Like
like
the
a
blackout
tweet.
happened, Rock is gone. He's nowhere in
I saw
sight.
like a tweet where it was like what Undertaker did to The Rock at WrestleMania 40, and then it was like a meme of like Family Guy where it was a bunch of ghosts taking Joe from Family Guy, and Joe was like ah. So
That
I
was
thought that
great.
was
And then
absolutely
the
funny.
part where Roman gets his petty vengeance, 10 years in the making, takes the chair, looks between Cody and Seth, hits Seth in the back. I'm like, it's incredible. It's perfect.
It's
Uh,
cinema.
that is cinema indeed.
That stupid
Uh,
Luigi GIF that I never get to see again. Thank God.
uh,
But then Cody,
nah, we have to use it on the Roman stance.
oh my God. Yeah, just make a tweet where it was like Roman taking that chair and hitting Rollins after 10 years of beef. That is cinema.
Yep, and losing everything. But that ending, that emotional ending, that perfect like baby face win, like Randy looking up to Cody is like all proud of him and all that. I'm like, oh my god, this is
Yeah.
amazing. And you even have like LA Knight coming out. I'm like, what?
Randy, Randy Punk, Cena,
Randy,
Sammy, KO,
Punk, Sammy, KO, like,
Triple H, Bruce Pritchard,
yeah,
handshake with Nick Khan. It was like that was basically everyone being like, that is the newest face of the
yeah, he's the face of
WWE, Cody
WWE
Rhodes.
easily.
And it's
Uh,
like, no matter
Another
what
thing
people
I
think,
remembered during the press conference,
oh
uh
yeah, no, that press conference.
Priest, I think, had said stuff like, talked about like how everyone keeps on comparing it like to the Attitude Era and whatnot. Um, and he said we're doing things that the Attitude Era would have dreamed of, and I'm like, yeah.
I mean, folks, where's the lie?
I also I think last night was when I just found out that Cody is technically part Hispanic, partially Hispanic, because his mom is Cuban. I
Yeah,
had never known that.
I didn't know that until there was like a tweet that said like 3 Hispanic champions were crowned in one night.
Yeah,
Obviously, talking about
that's them,
Cody,
and I was like, wait a minute,
Co-
how is
Cody,
Cody
Bailey, and
Hispanic?
Priest.
And then I found out, oh, his mom, what's it called? Yeah, his mom.
When he handed that title to his mama Rhodes, oh, killed me.
It's great.
I almost cried.
So now we need to let's briefly talk about the new era. This new era of all these champions. We
Fact.
have Cody Rhodes as WWE champion. We have Damian Priest as World Heavyweight Champion. We have Rhea Ripley as Women's World Champion. We have Bayley as WWE Women's Champion. We have
Deserved.
Sami Zayn as Intercontinental Champion. We have Logan Paul as US Champion. We have Awesome Truth as Raw Tag Team Champions. We have Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, A-Town Down Under as SmackDown Tag Team Champions. We have the Kabuki Warriors as Women's Tag Team Champions. And then even NXT, man, like we got crazy
We got
talent.
a
We got
new
Ilya
championship.
as NXT champion. We have Roxanne as NXT Women's Champion. We're going to end up getting a new Women's Champion as the NXT Women's North American Champion. I don't know who they'll pick to be the inaugural. Probably Sol Ruka, honestly.
Better. I think she deserves it.
We have Oba Femi as North American champion. Oh my god, he is insane.
The King, Oba Femi.
Yeah, he's gonna be great in WWE. Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin as NXT Tag Team Champions, and Charlie Dempsey as the Heritage Cup champion.
Technically, the no quarter catch crew. All of them are
right. They have Freebird rule, right? But it's mostly Dempsey.
Oh yeah, they're doing the whole Luchasaurus Christian Cage thing with the Heritage Cup. But no, this new era is looking absolutely amazing. I'm glad that we crowned a whole bunch of new champions. They made all the right decisions. Cody finally ending that.
And now we got a big night tonight. Tonight, Raw after Mania. We're still in Philly.
Yeah. Jihad, thank you for joining the stream. Yeah. Thank you for joining. And in a half hour we're gonna get that Raw after Mania. I don't think anything's been announced. I mean, obviously Cody's.
All we know first. What's it called?
First hour
is commercial free.
That's good though. We're gonna really get an hour.
And we also know the final boss is at Raw.
Oh my god!
Rock is at Raw tonight.
They're gonna do Cody Rocket Backlash.
Maybe we'll see. Maybe they do.
Rocket Avenge Roman.
I'll be honest. Regarding Raw after Mania, who do we think will show up, debut or return? Because we know Raw after Mania, people come back, people show debut.
Debut.
We get something big. I mean, last year we don't talk about last year, but
last year there was nada. Well, besides the guy who ended up getting released later that year.
The drug guy. Who was actually, I'm pretty sure, an NJPW champion.
Yeah, no, stupid.
And beat Tanahashi.
I know everyone would be saying Jacob Fatu. No,
I mean he could.
Not tonight, though. I don't think. I think they're gonna wait.
Yeah, I mean he could.
They're gonna wait on him.
Yeah, I think. I mean the thing is.
Oh, you know. I think you're gonna like this pick. Motor City Machine.
Give it to me, please.
Give me that.
Begging.
At least just Alex Shelley. Just give me one of them or both.
I think that they won't. I don't think they'll split. I think they'll both go.
Well, you never know what.
The thing is, regarding MCMG, regarding of where they go, anywhere but AEW.
That's what I think.
Anywhere but AEW. They're better off at the Indies. If they want to actually, if they want a huge payday and not work, then yeah, okay, go to AEW. Get booked once every 3 months on Rampage if you're lucky. Maybe you'll show up on ROH from time to time.
Feud with the Lucha Brothers.
Or even worse, you'll end up doing the same thing you did last time, which is be part of Lethal and Pals.
Or be in the Undisputed Kingdom because reasons.
No. Let's
There's
not
rumors they're going to
let's not.
AEW. No, I don't want to talk about AEW in a WrestleMania show. I'm sorry, but
I don't want Motor City Machine Guns at AEW because especially since Tony Khan just buried Top Flight.
you just don't like the AEW tag team division anymore.
Like no, I'm sorry, it's dead. It's gone.
What about
Because
if
Tony
FTR?
Khan is
What
just
if FTR win those titles instead of the Young Bucks? Would you at least be a
still
little bit happy?
trash. They don't even want to win another
Yeah.
tag title reign. Like Dax has, I'm pretty sure, has publicly said that FTR does not want another tag title reign.
Well, then I don't
It's
know what the
basically
fuck.
like
It's basically
this is like
EVP.
basically their last year. They're about to retire anyway.
Oh yeah, they're gonna
There was
retire in
no reason.
2025. That's
There was
right.
no reason to do Bucks versus FTR. Even if you want to give Bucks another tag title reign, you shouldn't because they can't wrestle anymore. Nor cut a promo. They're like at the bottom of their careers. Even if you want to give Bucks another tag title reign, you could have just had Top Flight go to Dynasty anyway.
Or you should have just had Young Bucks beat Sting and Darby and save this whole tournament.
I mean, look, I'm happy that Sting and Darby won because look, Sting deserves it. Sting deserves everything. Man deserves to retire as champion.
Wait, could you imagine if we got QT Marshall congratulating Cody on the
Well,
on
no,
the
QT is what's it called back in AEW as a producer and whatnot.
See, that shows how much I pay attention to the dirt sheets. Chris, thank you for joining the stream. I hope you all
I'll be
enjoyed
honest.
Raw at the
I
Mania. Thank you
think
so much.
a very possible what's it called? I mean, I think also we could maybe see Tamatonga show up.
You never know.
We could also see
Bo
but the thing is regarding MCMG,
Bo
like yeah,
Dallas.
they're better off indies, they're better off at New Japan.
New
They're
Japan, they
better.
cook.
They're
New
much better. They're also much better in WWE because like the teams that WWE has, like they do need more teams, but like the teams they have already, Profits, DIY, Creeds, AOP, like even Grayson and Theory would be good. New Catch Republic would be insane for Motor City Machine Guns. Like there's more for Motor City to actually do stuff in WWE than in AEW.
Exactly, but we don't know until we see it. I also said
There's someone
maybe
else.
Uncle Howdy could make a
Uncle Howdy,
comeback.
I think, could also show up.
Maybe not tonight, but maybe waiting a little while longer until Bo Dallas can feel
I
comfortable
think
doing something like
I
that.
think this could be a very big possibility. And I'm saying this mostly because I miss the big guy. Braun Strowman.
Oh, I completely forgot. And that's not an insult to Strowman. It's just so much shit has happened.
Yeah, he's been gone for a while, and I think he's like mostly ready. They could also bring back Sonya.
Oh yeah, Sonya, that's true.
Yeah, Sonya does seem like pretty.
Oh, Alexa Bliss.
Please,
Alexa
I will
Bliss.
pop. I
Give me
will probably go. I will mark out. I will like. Yeah, I'll respectfully stand for Alexa to come back.
That would be amazing. But
Yeah,
anyways, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no,
I want like Willie. I want you to understand the reaction. I will like how happy I will be if Alexa comes back will probably be the same like kind of happy reaction I give to Julia.
Oh my God, no! Don't let Dylan hear that. Dylan, if you made it this far in the video, because you're probably not watching the live. Oh no!
I will what's it called? Unshamefully, I guess shamelessly admit that like basically like I think Alexa was like probably like the first like female wrestler I actually like stand. That like I actually like kind of crushed on. It was like, yeah,
AJ Lee was for me, but don't let Punk hear that. Otherwise, there's going to be a brawl.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
Raw,
honestly, we have
after
a big
Mania.
night. It
There's
could
none.
anything could
But
happen.
anyways, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I'm so excited for Raw. So excited for
happy.
Raw. And WrestleMania 40. In total, before we go, I'll give a final grade. WrestleMania 40, 9 out of 10. I'll give it 9. The only weak points were Uso versus Uso and Def Rebel. That's it. Everything else was fire. Everything else was amazing.
Regarding like for me, Uso versus Usos was bad. And then the couple SmackDown like matches, which was LWO Legato, 6-woman tag,
Final Testament Pride.
Yeah. No, I mean Pride versus Final Testament, it wasn't terrible. Like again, only gripe, wrong winner, but the match was still good.
I feel that.
Yeah, Rhea Becky was like good, not the best. Definitely not biggest Mania of all time, but I think overall I'd give it like also a 9. Yeah, because that Uso, that Uso versus Uso match was, oh god.
That final shot of like a new face has been crowned of WWE.
Yeah, then again, like
Cody
the
Rhodes.
the main event of night 2 was like a 6 out of 5, really. Due to how
Yeah, give it that. Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave. You'll earn my respect if you give this a 6.75.
Yeah, this was an overbooked mess.
I'm gonna want
mess,
Dave.
and I
I'm gonna
loved
want
it.
Dave.
So.
I'm gonna want Dave to go out there like, so WrestleMania Night 2 was an amazing match. A lot of comebacks and cameos, and Roman Reigns had an amazing reign, but it's time for Cody to be the face of the WWE. There you go. And scene.
Incredible.
So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to have to do it for us today. I want to thank Wolf for hopping on such short notice. Oh, that Dave Meltzer impression will be what everybody remembers from this show. So, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time here, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to turn post notifications on. And WWE 2K24, myself and this guy also book the 2K24 universe mode. Very recently, we started doing some crossovers for our next pay-per-view, Elimination Chamber. I took his Drew McIntyre to compete in my Elimination Chamber match. He took 2 of my stars, CM Punk and Bryan Danielson, to compete on the SmackDown Elimination Chamber match to see who faces the world champion Eddie Kingston at WrestleMania. So if you want to be all caught up on the 2K24 storylines, I have a playlist, Universe Mode Season 1, Universe Mode Season 2. You can go and watch that on the channel as well. Also go and support Will Ferris's YouTube channel as well. And ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania 40 was an absolute blast. And thank you so much to everyone who took the time out of your day, whether you're watching the live or whether you're watching the video replay, to sit down, listen to us rant and talk about everything, and even make fun of people for a little bit. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for me. This has been your boy, Willie Does Wrestling. That has been Will Ferris. Wolf, do you have any final words, anything you want to promote before we go?
Well, I am sharing in the group chat where WWE posted the new side plates for Mr. American Nightmare.
Oh, geez.
Which is really just the American Nightmare logo.
Okay, so I don't need to pull it up. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's really just the American Nightmare logo on side plates, on like full black side plates. Like, it's good. It's good. It's
okay,
good.
that's still good though. But anyways, guys, this has been your boy Willie Does Wrestling. That has been Will Ferris. We will see you in the next video. Be good people and peace. Later.
Yeah.